And here, click and snap. It has to snap. If it doesn't, it's going to leave behind issues. Then I make sure symmetry is off. Click, snap, press W. Press G as in George for the last command, which was the multi-cut. Click, snap, click, snap, press W. Okay, so it's four-sided, four-sided, four-sided. Right click, hold object mode. I'm gonna just temporarily press 3 to show me if there's any issues. Like this is normal, this is all normal. Press 1, get back to default. Alt 5 for wireframe unshaded. Select it, right click, hold edge mode. Double tap. This is fine. Press Q to hide the controller. Hold shift. You know what? I'm going to turn on Object X to help me work faster. Hold shift, double tap. Hold shift, double tap. Just to get that. Hold shift, double tap just to get that. This. Hide the grid. It's irking me the hell out of me. This. I don't need that. This. I don't need that. Basically, I want to make this. These are very, very distinct. Shift right click and hold bevel edge. Fraction. Click outside, right click object mode, Alt 5. So this is what's going to start to look like. This is normal. Okay. Alright, so if I just select it and then apply another soften harden. Actually, let me undo that. Let me drop this down to 0 and then apply it. So now there it is. So it does, well, there's this, but that's fine. Let me set this to 10 instead of 0, so it brings back. Yeah. So this will all work out, but you know what? Let me undo, because I know it's gonna work. So I did. We still have the bevel there. Okay. Now I undid it until the bevel procedure was undone, because it's not here anymore. Just to verify, only the poly split, which was this and this. Right click, hold object mode. I'm gonna first save it, Control Shift S as a backup. Then I think probably the smart move would be to lay out the UVs ahead of time before applying these micro details. That way it will embed those micro details into the UV and save extra workload. UV editor. I think I want to place that on the shelf. Control Shift left click. Click it. There it is. I'm gonna collapse the outliner, just place it here. So let me do this. I don't want to dock it, I just want to leave it here for now. Alright, so this is the UVs for it, basically the skin. What I'm going to do is right click, hold face mode. I have Object X on at the moment. I'm going to right click, hold face mode. I think what I'm going to do is project the skin. First thing I want to do is probably just grab, let me see, I'm going to just grab the whole thing like that. I'm going to chuck this down here for a bit. With all of it selected, I want to avoid like clicking. So with all of it selected here, I'm going to hold down Control from out here, and I'm going to drag, and you'll notice that my marquee has a little minus next to it. I'm going to hold Control and do that. It's going to deselect that. So only that is selected, those faces. Press W. I'm going to blast a projection straight onto it. That's in the Z, which is blue. So create, planar, option box, set to Z, which is this way. Keep image with height ratio, you'll keep the right proportions. Bounding box, apply. Move this down here. So this is what it did. Looks exactly the way it should. Chuck it over, click outside. That's good. I think these grab this and this and this. I'm gonna do another projection. This is the how it looks by default. That came out of the default setup. And planar mapping. This time I'm gonna set to Y, which is up and down, so it's gonna blast a projection coming down. Apply. That's the projection. Does it to both. Here it is. Chuck it over here. Turn on this guy right here. Shows a color. Right click, hold UV shell. Just tap once, press W. There. This is the top. The bottom, red means that it's the skin is reversed. It's inside out like a t-shirt, hence it's red. Select it, go to transform. All this crap, I don't care about it. I think I'm gonna flip on the, let's choose V. V is gonna flip it like a somersault, flipping forward or backward, however you want to take it. U flips it like going around, like spinning like a top. Don't choose V. There. I'm gonna select this. Actually right click, hold edge mode. Okay. So I'm gonna turn this off. I don't want to see the color. The color mode was just to help me see what is reversed. I'm in edge mode. See? This corresponds with that. I want to turn off symmetry. See? But it's too big. I need to shrink this down, or I need to bring this back up. Since I got two of these, I'm just gonna bring this bigger. When the planar projections are made, they will keep it proportional, right? But not proportional to each other, each projection. That's why we have this issue going on. So this, I'm gonna go right click, UV shell, press W. This just means it's selecting as a whole. So I'm gonna align it to that. I don't want my pivot in the middle. I want it over here. There's gonna be a reason why. So I'm gonna press D as in David, hold V as in Victor, and then here, grab it and just it'll snap while I'm holding V as in Victor. Boom. Press W to get out. Zoom in. Hold V as in Victor for the snap. It's gonna snap. Then press R for scale. From the center, I'm scaling it out. I'm gonna maximize that. I want to align, just like in my tutorials. Bam, nice. Right click, hold edge mode, grab. I'm gonna sew these edges. Shift right click and hold, move and sew. Good. And this is that. This is that. So they're aligned. If not, you would have to flip one of these shells, right? So they're good. Shift right click and hold, move and sew. It should have this move down to here, and it should maintain its size proportions. Bam, nice. So that's the skin of that. This face here, right click, face mode. I'm going to turn on symmetry object X to help me quickly select. Hold shift and be careful not to hover over these controllers because it will extrude. So gotta be very careful. Holding shift select. Still hold shift for these selections. I have object X turned on to help me select quickly. Just those two. This one, I'm gonna leave alone that, or I could project it. I'm just gonna project that. And the planar, set it to X. Same things. Apply. Good. Move this down here. Here it is. Press W. As you can see, I'm going to turn this on so you can see that there's reversed ones. Right click, UV shell. I'll turn this off because it's grabbing both sides of the shell. What the hell? I said turn it off. Good. Jeez. And then this is on this side. Edge mode. So this is this, but this is reversed. So I need to flip it this way. kind of like a top. So right click, UV shell, select that shell. I'm gonna go not flip the V. V is gonna flip like it's doing a somersault. U is gonna be flipping like spinning like a top this way. So flip, flip. There you go. Right click edge mode. Now it matches. This matches. Good. This and this. Good. Right click, hold UV shell. Grab that shell. Now I'm gonna make this shell smaller because to align with this, I don't need that way. I don't need to resize this, and I don't need to resize that. I'm just gonna resize this down. In order to do that, same deal. Select it. W. Press D as in David. Or D as in David in here. Hold V as in Victor for the move and snap. Hover over it here. Shit. No. I still have. Press D as in David for the live pivot. Hold V as in Victor. Now snap it there. Press W to get out. Hold V as in Victor for live snapping and snap it there. Press R. Maximize. Pull down. Pretty close. Yeah. See, I can't get down to the decimal. It won't let me sometimes. This looks about right. Good. I'm gonna grab this. Press. Now let me sew this first. Right click, hold edge mode. Select like that. Press W. Hold shift. Select it like that. Shift right click and hold, move and sew. There. This side, this edge. Hold shift, select that. Shift right click and hold, move and sew. Boom. Perfect. Then there's this. And then this down back here. Right click, hold face. Right. Press 4. That's this guy down here. I'm gonna just slap on a Z planar map projection. Apply. See, it's red, meaning it's reversed. I'm gonna have to do my flipping. Flip the t-shirt inside out under transform. Flip on the U. Boom. Right click, hold UV shell, grab that. Just chuck it over for a bit. These two. Hold, right click, hold edge mode in here. That is that. That is that. That is that. So it's kind of off a bit. Maybe what I can do is just right click face mode. Select that, hold shift, select that. I do not have symmetry on. What I'll try is a best plane. And it's gonna try to slap it on there. Let me try that out. Boom, see? There. That's what I mean by it's gonna blast a projection right onto there. And I'll take that data and put it down there. Place it there. best plane. Boom. It's right there. You know what? Yeah. These two. Oh, where did I put my projection thing? Create plan art. Option box for it. Best plane. This best plane is gonna override this. There. This and this. Apply. I wanna grab this, right? The one I just made, very first one that I put over here. I wanna do another projection, so it's all in here together. There. I don't wanna move it in here, try to eyeball it and match it. Right click, hold UV shell. Edge mode, symmetry should be off. That one is for here. This one is for there. This one is for there. This one seems to be for there. This one seems to be for there. That one seems to be for there. This one seems to be for there. Right, because I'm looking at all of them and they're all slapped together like a stack. Okay, so this length versus this length, huge discrepancy. So what I'm going to do is right click UV shell. I'll grab